Welcome to the Explainer. So, here's a question that's probably keeping a lot of you up at night. With all this global instability dominating the headlines, where exactly is the smart money moving right now? Today, we're going to dive into the data, cut right through the panic, and explore how we can transition from macroeconomic fears to a really solid asset-backed opportunity right here in India. If you want to know how to position yourself when the ground literally feels like it's shifting, you are absolutely in the right place. Here is our roadmap for today. We'll cover the global market uncertainty, do a quick gold reality check, and look at the SIP volatility trap. Then we pivot to India's economic resilience, the tangible wealth solution, and finally, building a lasting legacy. Let's dive right in. Section 1. The global market uncertainty. This is the crucial question we have to tackle straight out of the gate. Where should Indians invest right now? Honestly, just look at the financial news on any given day. Global wars are shaking the markets to their core. We are seeing some crazy stock market volatility. And everyday investors who usually rely on systematic investment plans are getting pretty nervous. When the world feels this unpredictable, it's totally natural to second-guess where you're putting your hard-earned money. I completely get that anxiety. Because let's be real, there's a serious chain reaction happening out there. Geopolitical conflicts don't happen in a vacuum, right? They hit your wallet directly. Wars immediately spike oil risks. When oil goes up, inflation follows right behind it. And inflation, it is the absolute enemy of global growth. This whole combination creates a massive, thick cloud of market uncertainty. So if you're feeling hesitant about traditional investments today, your fears are absolutely validated by the data. Moving on to Section 2, the gold reality check. Now, whenever we see war and inflation, everyone's first instinct is usually to rush out to the jewelry store or load up on gold ETFs. And yeah, gold is sitting at absolute record highs right now. But we really have to ask ourselves, gold surged, sure, but is it too late for the smart money to jump in? To figure that out, let's look at the data for 2025. According to the World Gold Council, 2025 has seen record global gold demand. I mean, we're talking about massive, unprecedented investment flows into gold all over the world as people scramble for a safe harbor from all those geopolitical storms we just talked about. But here is the real reality check. Because of all that massive demand, gold prices have already run up incredibly fast. Is it a great hedge against inflation? For sure. It absolutely protects what you already have. But because it's sitting at these record highs, its power to act as a serious wealth multiplier from here on out, it's pretty severely limited. If your goal is to significantly multiply your wealth rather than just park it, jumping into gold at the very top of the market might not be your most strategic move. Which brings us to Section 3, the SIP volatility trap. Look, if you open your mutual fund app right now, you're probably staring at a roller coaster of red and green. We all know the golden rule, right? SIPs build long-term wealth. But markets move with global uncertainty. When wars shake up the global economy, your portfolio definitely feels it. And that short-term volatility really hurts investor confidence. If you're someone who wants to sleep soundly at night knowing your money is truly safe, this endless equity roller coaster isn't ideal. At the end of the day, you're holding paper, not an asset-backed guarantee. So if gold's upside is limited and SIPs are making you seasick, where exactly is the opportunity? Let's pivot to Section 4, India's economic resilience. 6.6%. That is the growth number projected for India by the World Bank. Just let that sink in for a second. While the rest of the world is struggling with intense inflation and serious growth risks, India is charting a totally different course. The World Bank data proves it. India remains among the fastest-growing major economies on the entire planet. Even with all this severe global instability we're seeing, India's domestic economic engine is absolutely roaring. We have strong infrastructure pushes, incredible domestic demand, and a super resilient macroeconomic environment. This means the smart money isn't fleeing the market entirely. It's actively looking for the specific asset class that directly captures this amazing localized Indian growth story. And that leads us perfectly into Section 5, the tangible wealth solution. When the world gets unpredictable, smart investors look for asset-backed stability. And what is the ultimate, undeniable asset? Real wealth equals land. It's the one thing they are simply not making any more of. Whether it's beautifully plotted farmland or massive agricultural acreage, land is a strictly finite resource in a country that is growing incredibly fast. Let's break down exactly why agricultural land is the ultimate wealth multiplier right now. It basically benefits from 4 compounding forces. First, Infrastructure expansion. As India grows at that 6.6% rate, new highways are cutting right through regions that used to be totally inaccessible, which instantly shoots land values up. Second, urban spillover. Our cities are bursting at the seams, pushing development outward right into those agricultural zones. Third, food demand. A booming population means we constantly need more food production. When you put those three massive drivers together, you get the fourth point. Powerful, undeniable long-term appreciation. It's essentially an asset that works for you while you're fast asleep. Let's pull all of this together in our final section, building a lasting legacy. I really want you to keep this specific framework in mind when you're looking at your portfolio, because these assets do totally different things. Gold protects, SCP grows, but land creates legacy. It is a tangible, multi-generational asset that actually captures the physical growth of India itself. There's just a profound peace of mind that comes with this simple philosophy. When the world is uncertain, own something real. You can physically stand on your land. You can walk the site with your family. You can watch the sunrise over it. It doesn't just vanish into thin air when an app glitches or a market crashes halfway across the world. If this shift, moving from fear to data to a real, tangible opportunity, is resonating with you, the next step is taking action. The source material for today's explainer gives a direct way to explore this further. You can just direct message the word land to discover specific, vetted investment opportunities right in this space. So, I'll leave you with this final thought. In an increasingly unpredictable world, are you just trying to protect your money from the storm? Or are you strategically owning something real to build a lasting legacy? Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer, and I'll see you next time.